EMG question of the day. The most important factor determining the duration of evolutional motor unit potential is the size of the area of the end plate zone in the perpendicular plane of the muscle fiber contributing to the potential. A true, B false. This is a cartoon representing a lower motor neuron, the axon hill, axonal trunk, and terminal axon. The round structures at the end of the axonal terminals are called synaptic knobs. Here I am indicating one, and now I have introduced a histological specimen of a synaptic knob. Notice that the synaptic knob is not histologically an homogeneous structure, yet we can represent it as such because it functions as one. Now let's turn our attention to the distalmost region of the lower motor neuron. The area inside the white line is the end plate zone. I have added two muscle fibers that have the distinction of being innervated by the two synaptic knobs that are furthest apart along the plane of the muscle fibers. Notice the green interrupted line going through one of the synaptic knobs and now through the other synaptic knob. The double-headed arrow between them shows the extent of their separation. In this frame, I have added the tip of a monopolar needle and projected two arrows of different lengths going from the synaptic knob to the needle. These arrows represent the distance that separate each synaptic knob and their end plate area from the needle. Notice that both arrows fall in the recording surface of the electrode. The yellow bursts represent two action potentials at the end plate at time 0. These action potentials, although traveling at the same speed of about 3 to 5 meters per second, do not reach the electrode surface at the same time. The action potential from the closest end plate to the electrode surface reaches the electrode sooner than the action potential from the furthest end plate, as indicated by the change in position of the hands of the manometer. The time between the arrival of the action potentials is represented in this frame by the green sector. This is the same cartoon that I showed you initially, but now I will use it for a different explanation. Let's go back to the lower motor neuron with the delineated end plate zone and add two additional muscle fibers. These fibers have the distinction of being innervated by the two synaptic knobs that are furthest apart in the perpendicular plane of the muscle fibers. Notice that they are about as far as the two furthest synaptic knobs in the plane of the muscle fiber. Yet, as you can see, they are equidistant from the recording surface of the needle. Hence, the respective end plate action potentials occurring simultaneously, as illustrated here, will also reach the electrode surface simultaneously, thus not contributing to the duration of the potential. So the answer to this question is B. I have seen a similar question in the in-training exam. It has gone like this. The most important factor determining the duration of a motor unit action potential is the A. Size of the area of the end plate zone, B. Diameter of the muscle fibers, C. Number of synaptic knobs in the end plate zone, D. Distance between the end plate and the recording needle. The answer to this question is A. Thank you very much for your attention.